Empress Yve is here today, telling you what she's got to say. Empress Yve, Empress Yve, Empress Yve is here today. Well, hello, good people, and the not so good people, because I don't blame you for being attracted to my podcast. Yes, I got a podcast now, and the Empress got to put she hand in everything when it comes to entertainment. Get your minds out the gutter. I've got to try my new things. So this is a new episode, and I thought because it's current affairs, I better do something on the pandemic, the COVID. That is a serious business yet. There's no messing about when it comes to things like this. But I still can bring my positivity approach to the whole situation. So I think what I want to say about it is it's not so much the COVID, but the responses to the COVID that I want to talk about, you know? Because it seems to me that the countries that supposedly have the most power, the most wealth, the most monies, country with the most supposedly highest ranking in the world order thing,
Done really bad. Really, really, really bad. I mean bad.
when I tell you bad, I mean bad. People dying in the thousands, hundreds of thousands, hundreds of thousands.
What's that about?
People got all the resources in the world, all the most educated peoples apparently. The free citizens who could live life how they wish to and all that kind of thing. And yet, look at the state of England. Look at the state of the UK. It managed to accumulate so many thousands and thousands of debts. Avoidable debts. Because we're dealing with one, let me call he self-absorbed. One self-absorbed prime minister with his self-absorbed government, with his self-absorbed friends who all want to make a buck. And they finding a way to make a buck off the COVID. They don't want to follow the guidelines of the
World Health Order.
They don't want to follow the guidelines of anybody who having a good response to the whole crisis. They just want to do them thing. So this thing come now hit UK like a ton of bricks.
And at first,
There was the opportunity because we saw the COVID thing coming across the waters. There was the opportunity to sort it out. Say, look, let me learn from the people who already got sick, who already dealing with it. And let me not do what the one way coping will do. So you would have thought that was going to be the response.
but no.
Mr. Johnson went on the This Morning program in the UK, a popular daytime talk show. I don't watch it because I don't really like the presenters. Anyway, but he went on there and he said that the strategy for the UK was going to be
Herd immunity. Herd immunity, you see.
well, we all know what happened with that approach. The herd immunity meant the COVID whole pandemic thing spread across the whole blasted nation. Because Mr. Johnson have a friend called Cummins.
He should be called Goins because that's how useful he is.
I can call you Goins from now on, man.
Dominic Goins.
Sometime soon, I hope. And he said to the old Johnson fella, man, you people need to try this herd immunity. Cause if we do that, then the all useless people gone dead anyway. And they can't vote for we, so you might as well let them dead. All the people in the care homes, all the people over 65 and so with vulnerable health, they gonna die off. We gonna kill off the poor people. They don't vote for you. So you don't need them. So, those left labor leaning poor people, they ain't gonna vote for you anyway, so we can kill them off. And then we have this core group of middle class and right wing working class people under a certain voting age who gonna vote for you. So we're gonna let the herd immunity do its thing, and we will have the kind of base we need to do the kind of things we want to do, which is make lots of money and get them to work hard, 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 and hate everybody who isn't them. So let me continue with that strategy. So they did that. Lots of people died. Hi, this is Empress Yve's assistant here. At this juncture, she's asked me to interject and say that she can't be certain that's what Dominic Goings, as she likes to call him, and Mr. Johnson discussed with regard to COVID responses, and that to remind you the show is for entertainment purposes and that you must form your own opinions. Okay, back to the program. And lots of people got the COVID, and eventually, when there was an outcry across the nation, as it would be, finally Johnson said we better do something. So his next strategy after that was to do some 3-word slogans, because that's going to solve the problem. So there was lots of 3-word slogans that come out. It's like wear your mask, stand apart, wash your hands, something like that. It's not a hard message to come up with, but that costs billions of pounds, I will have you know. So he kept coming up with these slogans. The COVID slow down. People wearing the mask. They're doing the social distancing. They're closing the pubs, the bars, the restaurants, the schools, the university. Things seem to be getting better. And then Mr. Johnson, for some crazy reason, I think it was Dominic Goings again, said, man, we need to lift this lockdown prematurely because business is suffering, man. We can't have people working remotely, enjoying themselves and having work-life balance. We cannot have that. No, we must go back to the old model. Pack the trains, man. Pack the buses. Make these people get back into London and the big city and start making some big bucks for we. Well, you can understand how that went. So again, spiking COVID cases. That was insanity, no? Now we're in a new lockdown phase, 3-phase lockdown, where they're opening and closing things, where 6 people could get together but not 10, where you can hang out with strangers but not your children and your grandchildren, where you could go 30 people in a sports team, you could shoot grouse and pheasant and hang out, you could go fox hunting even though it's illegal. You could do all those things, but you can't sit around together in your house wearing a mask and socially distancing. No, but you can sit in a restaurant without a mask. It's very, very intriguing approach. So that's UK. And then, do we even need to mention the USA? Do we need to mention? I don't think I got enough time on my podcast because my podcast's short, you know. So I know I might have to do it for a separate one. But let me try. So we have Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump said it don't exist, first of all. And then he said it exists, but there's only 2 cases. I can disappear. And then he says a conspiracy theory. We start quoting QAnon and Steve Bannon and the like. It's the China virus. And we ain't Chinese, so we ain't gonna get it. You see what I'm saying? So that was the approach. People start dying in the thousands, hundreds of thousands. Obviously, because not only did the US of A have fair warning when it started, and then headed over to UK, they had fair warning. It's coming your way, it's coming across the water. So you may well want to prepare for it. Apparently, even Obama left Trump a playbook of how to handle this strategy. Yeah, set up everything long before Trump come in. Trump says Obama make it. I ain't interested in that. I don't want to know about what Obama have to say.
I don't care. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have rallies. Thousands of people in one place, all clumped in together, not wearing masks. Because, they're stupid, my supporters. They do whatever I tell them to do. I plan to tell them to do that because my ego needs a little boost because things ain't going so well for me. I've been impeached. I'm probably going to jail after this presidency. I can't take all this criticism in the media. I know this criticism is true, but I can't take it.
So instead of suggesting people wear masks, instead of listening to guy, Dr. Fauci. He tell Fauci that he's stupid. Then Donald catch it himself. Boris Johnson catch it. Mike Pence catch it. Half the government catch the COVID. And of course they get the best treatment. The fetus-based treatment. You know, the fetus for the conservatives who don't like death and abortion. Well, that's the one that saved these crazy people. That's where we are now, where America have thousands of cases. And good old Trump said, we ain't gonna solve the problem, so there's no point trying. We're just gonna have White House events and keep not wearing masks and hope that the people we don't like die. And hope that the people we do like, which ain't many, but as long as they vote for we hope they don't die before the election. So that's where they're at. But guess what? Good old Barbados, my hometown, the hometown of the Bajan Empress. Let me tell you how many deaths Barbados have in the entire time when they shut down in March till now. You want to guess? They had 233, that's 200, not 1,000, 233 confirmed cases of COVID. How many deaths do you think they have?
7. 7, I said 7. 7 people.
7 people died from COVID in the whole of Barbados. Now, Barbados is a very tiny country, but it's a highly populated country because it's small. But what happened is there was some sanity in the responses, very much like New Zealand. You know, New Zealand's very smart leadership. But my country, Barbados, very smart leadership. They shut everything down, impose a curfew from 8 in the evening to 5 in the morning. Even when the people go shopping at the worst and the height of it, they could get pre-packed goods so they didn't have to go coughing and feeling up on nothing. You know, when they start to reopen the businesses, the shop, the everything, they did it on a surname basis. So everybody get a turn, but it's based on your surname. So you're going to have to wait your turn if you want to open your business. That is common sense. They listen to the strategies. They listen to the World Health Order. They listen to the peoples. They insisted that people wear masks. They don't care if you don't want to wear a mask or not. Either you want to wear a mask for your whole life or you want to wear a mask for this short period of time. And let me just do things right. So I'm proud to say my country do things right. Empress Yve come from a country that do things right. I feel good about it. I would like Boris Johnson and Mr. Trump to get a grip, to start listening to people who know what they're doing, to start following the orders of the people who know what they're talking about. Whether people die or not, COVID make you feel bad, man. It have some terrible conditions. But if you got the poor long COVID, these people talking about the lungs not working, the hearing gone, the sight disappearing. This ain't just about deaths, you know. This ain't about a flu-like thing. This thing complicated, and it keeps seeming to be evolving all the time. If you got antibodies after you had COVID, they don't last long, so you could get it again. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Barbados listen to all of that. Just like New Zealand listen to all of that. They take appropriate measures, and they're all starting to open up now. So I can tell on the people who living under the aegis of the Boris Johnsons and the Donald Trumps of the world, take heart. Things will change. Things gonna change, love. It's hard to have your freedom restricted. I understand that. I don't like having my freedom restricted, but I still ain't stupid. I will follow the guidelines, and if I don't feel like following them, I ain't going out the house. I'm not going out the house starting demonstration because I can't go out without my mask. Lord, sometimes when your face don't feel so good, it's nice to have a mask. You know what I mean? When you think, oh Lord, my skin break out. Let me put my mask on and go. So that's what I say. That's my 10 billion cents worth on COVID-19 responses around the world, with my Barbados coming high on the right thing to do response rate. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I will be back apparently in another couple of days with more on current affairs across the world. And I hope you enjoy my take on things. If you do, share the podcast, man. Like it, rate it. I don't even know if you could do that. Download it. Stream it on Apple and Spotify. Whatever it is, that's what my assistant tell me to do. I must promote. So I doing what my assistant tell me to do and not the other way around. God, I'm an empress but a humble. All right, well, I going now. Long way over my time. Love uno, man. Love uno. Love uno like cook rice and peas and chicken. And I like that a lot. Okay, bye.